Hello and welcome, Pauleh here, and I am playing Viking Conquest, and it is currently day 10, and we've got a little bit done. We finally found the location of Sven Bull-Neck's hidden base, so the question is now, do we go and attack it? I think so, but before I do, I'd like to recruit more people. This, of course, will mean I won't be able to use my boat, but can't be helped. And a kind commenter on YouTube gave me a link to a website which helps you pronounce stuff, and I can finally say this, and it is Fruzy. Actually, no, I can't say it because I've forgotten what it was. Bloody hell, but never mind. I'll get back to it eventually. At some point, by the end of this, I'll be able to pronounce everything properly. That's actually probably a lie, but there you go. So I'm going to see if I can recruit some more folks here. I should have a bit of money. Let's have a look. Visit the mead hall. Is anyone here needing recruitment? No, this place is empty. Righto then. Let's see if I can level up. So apparently you get tribute points every few levels. The thing I'm not understanding though is that I'm able to keep increasing various skills, even though it says I don't have the tribute to do this, but I'm still given the option, so that is really confusing me. Okay, so there's a good example. I can increase Iron Flesh and it increases my health pool, but it doesn't, like, it still works unless I can't accept it. Let's have a look. Nope, that just saved. So yeah, so it says not enough strength to learn this skill, but apparently I can, so I really have no clue. Unless there's something in the options which allows me, I don't know, I really don't know, but apparently I can just keep increasing skills, so fine. So that caps out because I don't have enough intelligence, that's fine, but the rest of this... Alright, so what should I put my next point into? What would be useful for me to have? Leadership is currently maxed out. Persuasion. Trade. I need a good leadership skill. Seeking, that might be very useful eventually, so maybe I'll go ahead and learn that skill. Continue putting points into one-handed weapons, that's always going to be useful. Now, I could try recruiting at some of these areas, and then we go take Sven, but I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to take him. He is a serious foe, but we'll see. Let me have a word with the village elder here. Hello, ladies. Let's see if I can recruit some folk. Is this him? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So because I wasn't straight up with cash, he's not going to allow me. That's fine, forget about it. So what we're going to do, we're going to just head straight to Sven's place and see if we can see if this will work. It may not, we don't know. I need to see what's there. I've got a decent amount of troops. I don't know if Brunhild needs to be actually out in the battle at the start. I really don't know for her surgery to work. On the banks of a river? On the banks of a river you distinguish a Viking fort. You found the hideout of Sven. It is a good place with a small port for ships, easy to defend. Behind the wall between the houses you can see some warriors. You cannot count them all without being seen, but it seems there are a few dozen of them in there. In the middle of the fort you see some prisoners prepared for sale. Could your mother be among them? Request a meeting with the leader of the fort. Surprise attack. Total assault. I need to recruit more men. I don't know if I've got the troops to do this. I mean, I could sail and try to go recruit more, but we could try a surprise attack and see how that goes. Actually, let me organise my army a bit more. Move my stronger troops up. There we go. Actually, we'll wait a little bit, let my troops heal up. There we go. Who's this? Who's this? Wait, that's that one guy. I wonder if I can talk to him. Let's talk to him. He's right by me. See what he has to say. Why are you bothering me? I'm busy. I have no time for people like you. Come back another day, or better yet, don't. It seems that Sigurd is not willing to receive you now. You'll need to look for another way to find out information about Sven. Apparently he's not happy with me, I'm not sure why. Wait. God, these guys are strong. No, he hasn't gone to Ribe yet. Alright, we'll do a surprise attack. Oh god. Alright. Stand close together. Well, they're split up. Wow, they're everywhere. I take that back. We'll go down here first. Take care of these boys. Dead. Good job, lads, good job. Alright, this way, we'll move around. I see you bastards, we'll get you soon. Oh, I just cut off his head. Beautiful. Come out, Sven. Fight like a man. Prove to Odin your worth. Good job. Decisive victory. After a tough battle, your men have defeated the Vikings protecting the hideout. In one of the houses you find 3 prisoners, 2 women and 1 man. The women are unknown to you, perhaps prisoners from other Viking raids, but the man is Bodo, the Cantabrian who travelled with you aboard the Woden Rick. Bodo joins your party, an old friend is back. He asks you to walk away with him. He wants to tell you what happened after Sven Bull-Neck's attack on the Woden Rick, but first you must decide what to do with Sven's hideout. It is a good place. I ordered my men to clean it up while I talk to Bodo. Bah, I ordered my men to pillage and destroy it while I talk to Bodo. As much as I want to destroy everything that belongs to Sven, does this mean if I clean it up I can take it as my own? Because that's how I'm reading this. It seems a bit silly to attack someone's hideout and then to tidy it up just before you leave. So I'm going to say tidy it up just on the off chance. Okay. Tell me what happened since Woden Rick was attacked by Sven Bull-Neck. Is my mother still alive? I should be dead, but I still live when others who should be alive are dead. I came to consider the ship, the Woden Rick, who brought me to the north as a home, its crew, as my family. So when the Vikings attacked, I grabbed my sword and my shield, prepared to defend my family to the death. The Cantabrians are Christians, but some of us still remember the old gods. One in particular, Hirundio, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, guides us in battles, and I shout his name while attacking with my sword. I am not an idiot. I knew that the battle was lost, we were outnumbered and they were better armed, but I asked Hirundio to let me kill as many as possible before my trip to paradise. And maybe my sacrifice would have allowed the others to flee or caused fear in the Vikings, but these Vikings were hardened men who knew their job well. 6 of them surrounded me and beat me while their companions invaded the Woden Rick and killed whoever stood in their way. I saw everyone down, the captain, the sailors, the archers that protected the boats. I thought I myself was dead until I woke up in the Viking ship, tied hand and foot. I was a prisoner, but thank God I have escaped. I'm a miserable man before Hirundio. I should be dead and the others alive. Now I just live for redemption. Bodo, did anyone else survive the Viking attack? I know you really want to ask if your mother is still alive, and where she is. Well, I have not told you everything. I need you to stay calm and listen to me carefully. I am very calm, trust me. You wouldn't like to see me nervous, Bodo. I have little patience. Speak or I'll beat you up. Okay. No need to be aggressive. You know my loyalty to my friends is unquestionable. Now open your ears. He puts his hand on your shoulder and smiles sadly. Sven Bull-Neck didn't end up here by chance. Our boat was his goal and we had a traitor on board. What are you saying? What purpose? He steps back and takes a deep breath and looks you into the eyes. What happened was my fault, Angron. I was Sven Bull-Neck's target, so we were attacked and so on. I commended my soul to Hirundio. I was willing to die, but the Vikings wanted me alive, and that is my fault, as I brought death to my family on the boat. My redemption is that Sven Bull-Neck will die by my hands. So you were the traitor. You're not listening to me. Oh wow, you're starting to hate me. I didn't mean to click that. I was Sven's target, how can I betray myself? I was stupid, I believed that the Woden Rick was safe, but I was wrong. I was betrayed by its captain, the poor man that thought Sven Bull-Neck would give him wealth. He was cheated, for when the Vikings raided the Woden Rick, he was killed. Maybe some things become clear now, like why we stopped among the shipwreckage, and why the captain of the Woden Rick gave control of the ship to you, a novice among us. The Woden Rick captain betrayed me, indeed all of us, but I do not begrudge him, he was just an idiot and this cost him his life. He is lucky to be dead, because I would kill him myself. I hate traitors. He shrugs. Little can be done in this regard. But why was Sven Bull-Neck chasing you? I was Sven Bull-Neck's target, as I had something very important in my hands. Something so important that his lord, Sigurd Ragnarsson, would kill for it, but I did something terrible before the Viking assault. So far I have asked you to stay calm. I did something I regret. What did you do? I gave it to your mother. I thought that it was safer in her hands than in mine. But before your justified anger against me causes any fatal action, you should know that it saved her life because the Vikings thought she was my master. You understand? If not for that object, she probably would be dead by now like the rest of the people on the Woden Rick. Your mother's disease helped too because the Vikings think madness is a touch of the gods. Sven took your mother north with him and left me to my fate, to be sold as a slave because he thought she was my master and the object carrier. We must hurry because when Sven Bull-Neck discovers the truth, he will kill her. Alright, give us some answers. That's not important, like hell it isn't. But I will tell you that I'm not a common traveller. I was sent by the king of Asturias, and what I brought with me was a gift that could change the course of war. We'll talk about this later. It is urgent to find your mother. Sven Bull-Neck was summoned by his lord, Sigurd Snake in the Eye Ragnarsson. Sigurd wants this object and will interrogate your mother about it, because he thinks she has the information he needs. We must find Sigurd soon. Okay then. Fate is written with blood and steel, and my redemption weaves through them both. Enrudo has answered my prayers, bringing you to me. You will not find a more loyal companion or a closer friend. So, he already hates me now though, just because of that conversation. Fate is playing with you. First everything was pointing to your mother's death. You were driven partly by the need to survive, but mainly for revenge. Find Sven Bull-Neck and kill him. But now your mother is still alive and in the hands of your enemy. Your priority is to find and rescue her. Okay then. Hey, this is my refuge. Well, before I do anything else, let's quickly upgrade. Just in case anything happens. Seems Bodo's a very good warrior. Okay then, so what I'm going to do is get him a shield and a sword and some more throwing spears. Brunhild. Should give folks some wound treatment. None of my troops are leveling very fast. Alright, let's check out this refuge. You are at my refuge, your very own refuge, a hidden retreat free from enemies, where you can hide when things go badly, rest for your travels, or save your most personal of treasures. Having your men garrison the refuge like for castles and cities allows them to rest away from the dangers of the road, and battle reduces the maintenance cost. Okay, we can rename it. For now I'll just leave it until I can come up with a good name. I wonder how many of these I can build. The ramshackle prison at your refuge is not very secure. Your captain suggests not to keep lords here very well. What about my prisoners? I'll rather keep them here until we can sell them off. I'm starting to get more of the feeling that my character's going to become somewhat of a Viking. and just raid and pillage. But we'll see. Hire staff. How do I improve my... Let's take a walk around it, see what's happened. Alright, there it is. So I think you can actually set these up anywhere if I'm not mistaken. But just using this one will work. Unless you can have multiple ones, then that's pretty cool. Let's take a look. Pretty small, but that's fine. Okay, I like this. I like this. Ooh, that fade to black. So I can't really do anything here unless I need to put people in here. Who do I leave to defend? Maybe some of these veterans. Maybe I'll give some of my better troops and just focus on leveling up everyone else. Like, I've got a few warriors here. Probably doesn't hurt, and then keep everyone else with me until they get stronger. Okay, so let's go ahead and recruit Captain Marcus. Gonna cost 500. Weekly cost is 55. That's not too bad. Okay. Improve your refuge. So I can't. How do I do any of this? I'll talk to your captain. How may I help you, Commander? Captain, I want to improve this place. Currently we have a simple, poorly defended permanent camp with a few services and capacity for 50 men. I suggest building some houses for the men stationed here. For them to bring their families, a mead hall to help them relax and improve morale, a training camp for them to improve their skills. It would be important to further improve their defences, and finally you will need more space. I would guess you would like to have a big, comfortable house. I estimate that this will need a lot of money, about 5,000 silver, to pay off staff and buy materials. In addition, we need you to buy us 5 toolkits and 5 timber pallets. Okay. So, I don't know how this story is going to play out, whether or not I end up becoming hated by the Vikings, but I really want to make my character a Viking himself. I'd probably end up losing a lot of my companions in doing so, but having my refuge here so close to the port, you know, we can go raid and then come back. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. As you stop to rest on your way, your companions approach you, led by Brunhild. She has something to say. Speak! My lord, Sven's hideout was a dangerous place, but we managed to ransom Bodo. I understand you want to find your mother, but let me tell you, when I was in the court of the Jarl of Kennemere, I heard horrible things about Sigurd. Sigurd the Snake in the Eye was in the mead hall of the Jarl of Kennemere on more than one occasion. He's not just any man, my lord. You know that the Jarl of Kennemere is a hard man, but he trembled before Sigurd. Sigurd doesn't say a lot, he never smiles, and his snake eye burrows into you as if he were trying to read your thoughts. I was but a slave, but I heard things. People say that he is the most dangerous of the sons of Ragnar. A man who would kill you just for coughing nearby or for being in his way on the wrong day. The beautiful Brunhild's right, Angron. From what I know, Sigurd Ragnarsson is a kind of man that anyone should stay away from. Unfortunately, he is in our way. I don't believe it is so bad. You can't trust the Jarl of Kenmare since he is an accomplished actor who uses every possible tool to try and manipulate others. If he saw an advantage in passing as timid before Sigurd, he would have done that. I would be very careful with him, as he's a man who smiles when you face him and stabs you with a dagger when you turn. When Sigurd, at least you always know where he's coming from. Reinhard is talking out of his arse. I've heard things. I've seen Sigurd when he was drinking or betraying someone. Sigurd is spiteful, never forgiving, and he never forgets. You have the gall, woman, to call me a drunk and a traitor to my face. You know nothing about me. Watch your words or you will have to watch your back. So if I want to become a Viking, I have a feeling that Brunhild and Bodo won't be on board, whereas Reinhard will, so I'm going to take his side in this conversation. Wait, relation increased with that? Okay. We're at a crossroads. Sigurd's snake in the eye has what we need, and your mother's life is in danger. In my opinion, we should go and talk to him. Even if it costs us our lives, we have no choice. Maybe there is another way. There is a powerful man who hates Sigurd. King Horik Gottfridsson of Denmark, Sigurd's lord. Why does his king hate him, Brunhild? Well, I only know what I've heard. They are enemies. Maybe Sigurd wants to be king himself. Sigurd would be stupid then. King Horik could banish him and make him an outcast and strip him of his lands by denouncing him in the assembly of the slightest infraction. My knowledge is limited, but perhaps Sigurd is as powerful as the king himself, or maybe King Horik doesn't want more wars in Denmark after getting the throne after a long war with the other Jarls. Reinhard, what is this thing you speak of? The thing or the assembly is the meeting of free men where disputes are solved and political discussion are made. Okay. I think we should get the protection and support of the King Horik. This will give us an advantage when talking to Sigurd, and we force him to respect our lives. If King Horik helps us, you can legally claim your mother back. Do not go straight to Sigurd snake in the eye now. It may cause the death of your mother, and perhaps you will lose track of Sven Bull-Neck forever. There is no guarantee that King Horik will support us. If I have to choose between going straight to Sigurd and getting killed, or going to Horik and getting your mother killed, I wouldn't know what to say. But you got me out of the hole where I was, so I'm fine with your choice, whatever it is. I need to think about it. Thank you all. We have to continue with our travels. So there you have it. Difficult decision to make. Do we go straight to the king? Or do we go to Sigurd? I have a feeling that working alongside Sigurd would mean I'd have to help him ascend to the throne. So this is tough. This is tough. No matter what, Sigurd is a son of Ragnar. This is a difficult decision. Anyway, I believe that's it for now. I need to come to some sort of decision on what to do here. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. I definitely want to try and be a sort of Viking in this, but maybe siding with Sigurd would be best. Honestly, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Join me next time.